What is up, guys and gals? I'm Thomas Santa One here, and today we are back. Yep, that's right, we're back. And by the way, happy Monday to y'all. So today we're going to be taking a look at something that I've been once again. I reviewed his. I agree. I think I reviewed his buddy, but I don't really think I reviewed this guy because his numbers did not do well in the polls. And it's time to do the review that nobody asked for completely. So here is the Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Sideswipe. Yeah, so anticlimactic, but no, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the Bumblebee movie, Sunstreaker mold, which is going to probably end up being this guy's mold for the Bumblebee movie. So, not going to be surprised when that eventually happens. So, real quick, he comes in his Lamborghini Countach mode, or Concept Countach, to what I remember. I'm not a huge car guy. The only reason I know that this is what he is because that's what the original toy was. So, it was a Lamborghini Countach. This is nice clear plastic on the top here, and then this Autobot logo in the middle there. Pretty much adjacent, your generic Sideswipe mold. It's basically the Siege mold, just earthed up a little bit. So, yeah. So, there's that. And I guess we can get into some scale comparisons here. So, first scale comparison, here he is next to the Netflix Bumblebee, the Deluxe Class Netflix Bumblebee. You can definitely see how they scale together there, at least for this imperfect scale. Here he is next to Kingdom / Legacy Blaster, Voyager class Blaster. Although I think he's staring a little too intently at the camera. I'm going to stare into your soul. Well, now that we get that creepiness out of the way, here he is next to the Commander-in-Chief, Earthrise Prime. And I got one more comparison before we go into check out his weapons, excuse me. And here he is next to something that's coming down the line that I've had it for a while, just haven't done anything with it. Here he is next to Siege Voyager Springer. Alright, so let's take a look at these weapons really quick. First one, he comes with his blaster, and it is in white, which I do and don't get. I think this is an homage to the G1 toy. I did not own the G1 toy. I owned the Generation 2 Sideswipe, but I did not own the original, so I don't know what this is all for. And this is for something that happens better in robot mode. As I totally hit the camera, which is something you don't want to do. It's a little missile pod here for his shoulder, so that way you can just shove it on. And this stuff does fit on him in vehicle mode, just not very well. So there's ports everywhere because they had the fossilizer gimmick that went on. So you could do this, you could... I don't know what you want to do with it. I mean, but there's millions of different things you can do with it. There's even a port back here. You can take this. There you go. There's, I can't stick it there. So I'm gonna there's your weapon storage for this dude. There you go. So, but this is not what we're all here for. We're here for that guy. So without further ado, let's get into the transformation, so that way we can finish this. So, anywho, start things off, you're going to come to these door panel sections here. You're going to flip them up, and they do tab into the arms right here, and you basically just, once again, tab, slot, marry the two together. Then come to the bottom section, kind of just like the arms are positioned like this. So somehow, if you can get all of this to open up without any issues, like I did just a second ago, then that's the way you want it. Then you're going to flip out the hands, just so we don't have to worry about those later. Then we're going to bring up the arms after we make sure they are still untabbed with everything. So there's that. And then we're going to come to these sections here, and we're going to unfold these, and we're going to bring this whole piece down like so. And then we're going to basically push all of this in like that, which will then push out the feet, which will then take this, close them back up. And you can do all of this without splitting the legs like I just did, and then you can split the legs if you feel like it. You don't have to do that as the final step. I just chose to do that as the final step because it seemed easier and much more fun. So, next thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the back here. You're going to rotate the waist like so. Then we're going to take this piece right here, and we're gonna Earthrise prowl this a bit here. We're going to bring this whole section down after. Before I forget, I'm going to close these back up after you've moved the arms out of the way. I'm going to bring this all the way down, and then it just kind of this piece is supposed to friction in better, but it just don't. I mean, I just can't get it to fit in. So, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, people. You know, I mean, there's nothing I've done wrong. I've done the transformation exactly as per the instructions told you to do them way back when. So, yeah, close this up. One thing, though, that does bother me a little bit is his arms don't tab in, but beggars can't be choosers. Close it all up. This is supposed to tab in. Oh, now it tabs in. Now it tabs in. Oh, guess not. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. So, but anywho, can we do that? Then we're going to position everything correctly, and then I'm going to take shoulder cannon, and there is a little flat piece right here that you're going to take it, and there's these two pieces right here that are ports that go in for these tabs pieces right here, but that's not what you're going to do with this. You're going to take that one piece, and you're going to shove it right on in. Okay, wrong side. But basically, you're going to shove it into his shoulder, and he's going to have his shoulder cannon. He's going to have his iconic shoulder cannon. And then you're going to take the gun, put it right in his hand. And there you have... not Earthrise. Oh, Here you have Kingdom Sideswipe in all of his beautiful glory. And I dig the figure. I think it's nice. I think it's a very nice, figure that you should definitely add to your G1 collection if you're a G1 perfectionist, unlike myself, where I am not. I'm just getting them as I go along and figure, and, whichever ones feel good or sound good to me and feel good in the hand, and I'll typically watch the review before I go make the purchase. So, this one was recommended by several people, and I could not have been happier with it. Only downside that I have to this thing is it feels just a little bit small. But at the same time, it also is definitely not smaller than our first scale comparison. That's right. Oh, you didn't see that coming. Oh, yeah. Here it is, next to Netflix Bumblebee. As you can clearly see, he's not the smallest of them all, but this guy certainly was the smallest of the deluxes. Here he is next to Kingdom/Legacy Voyager class blaster. Ass blaster, if you really want to get technical about it. So, here he is next to our old buddy, the Commander-in-Chief. Here he is next to Optimus Prime, Earthrise Optimus Prime, and Kingdom Optimus Prime by proxy. And here he is next to Siege Springer, Voyager class Springer, who may or may not be the next review. You never know. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. We're still a work in progress here. But once it is not a work in progress, then So, anyhow, where do I rank this figure? Well, here's the thing. I like these figures, and I definitely love the Siege mold of this guy. I definitely like the Gigawatt mold of this guy, and I definitely enjoyed the fact that they decided not to go with a completely, the exact same thing for Sunstreaker. I definitely appreciate that. That's the nice part. It is a nice figure. However, these are the massive demerits that this figure are going to receive. First one, this is a remold of Siege, and not even a remold. This is a loose remold. They just basically remolded all the car parts and basically just said, "Oh, here's a brand new figure." Can you elaborate on that? So we ended up getting him, and we got like 6 or 7, almost 8 different repaints. I think we're on 9 to 10 now. I know he's got a Toxitron collection figure for sure, which is Generation 2, but they need to stop reusing molds for new lines of figures that do not need to exist yet. Okay, if the entire line of the Toxitron collection was Gen Selects, I think that would have been a bit more easier to swallow. But this as it sits is not a bad figure. I do not hate this thing in one slight bit whatsoever. So yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate the figure. I just think it needs. I don't think it needed to be here. I think it needed to be in Earthrise along with Sunstreaker, along with along with Sunstreaker. I think it needed to be also along with it either needed to be in a full actual deluxe class form and not in a 2-pack, in an Amazon 2-pack at that, which was almost difficult to get a hold of beforehand. And then as soon as Ross got a hold of it, everybody had it. But the thing that I do not like about this guy is the fact that the mold is so overused. I personally have 2 of it already. Not this guy, but I have 2 of the existing mold. And to me it feels lazy. But at the same time, it also feels like a fresher revamp on the figure. Like, I feel like, I feel like I would see this in a cartoon, but I also don't feel like I would see this figure, representing that cartoon. I see a cartoon when I look at this, but I don't feel like this is an actual, definitive cartoon thing. I feel like this is just hey, we're just going to shove some mandated stuff right in your face, and you're going to have to deal with it. So, and when I say mandated, I mean corporate mandate, not governmental mandate, but corporate. This was made out of obligation rather than passion, or because they actually wanted to. This was made because they had to. So, anywho, I'm gonna rank this figure pretty dang low. It's gonna rank about a 4. We're not gonna rank it anything higher. I don't like. I do like the fact I will go over the couple things that I do like before I go over the things that I don't like. I do like the fact that it's a good figure, it transforms well, the colors, the paint. For one thing, this is a figure that I have no problems with the paint job on it. None whatsoever. None in the slightest. This is one of those figures that gets all the points for the paint job. The problems that I'm running with, that I have with this, is it feels like copy and paste. Like when your teacher was able to figure out when you plagiarized your paper, or just because you copied and pasted it onto a Word document. That's what I'm feeling this guy is. I'm feeling this guy was that, and I'm feeling a couple other molds were exactly the same way. So, anywho, this is Thomas101 saying, don't forget to check out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where if you sign up with them in the next couple of, not the next couple of weeks, but if you sign up with them at any given time now, you have access to our chat room forums, and you also get the 10% discount when you purchase anything there for your very first purchase. So, if you would like to check it out, I will leave a link to that in the description down below. And this is Thomas101 saying, do not forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Riveted Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with a Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, and Take Along Productions. I know they all do some amazing work and have some amazing stuff in the pipeline. And I can definitely tell you Optination Review got some stuff in the pipeline, that's for sure, along with Beastman. So, anywho, this is Thomas101 saying, do not forget to do everything I said previously, and do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.